Pack 910 families. This is Daniel Lobb. I am your treasurer. I've also taken on the responsibility of assisting as the popcorn colonel this year. So the colonel's job is to really help organize and orchestrate the popcorn sales drive for the pack. So for the kids, for all the scouts, you guys know just how much fun our camping trips are, and the great food that we eat, the places that we get to go and see, the experiences that we have are really unique to Pack 910. And we can do that for a couple of reasons. One is the experience of our leaders who are so good to us and do such a great job. But secondly, we raise money that helps us offer these activities in a really affordable way. So popcorn sale is really important. I want to tell you a little bit about how it works and how you can go ahead and get started. Unfortunately, I have travel commitments that prevent me from being at the Pack and Den meeting on Sunday. So this is normally the time where we would get started talking about popcorn. I want to be able to give you the materials that you need so you can go out and just get started with your popcorn sales. So on Sunday's meeting, please pick up one of these sales forms. This form is going to help you keep track of your orders and present to your customers what they can expect and what they have to purchase from you. So please pick one of those up on Sunday. With that form, you can go ahead and get started with door-to-door sales. Popcorn sales really can proceed in 3 different ways. So the first is door-to-door sales. This is what my kids and I did last year, and we were pretty successful with it. We actually sold a decent amount of popcorn. I had my guys, Luke, Aaron, and Michael, I had them work as a team. That was good for them to work together. And to really have their sales be one joint effort. You may find in your family, if you've got more than one scout, that working together is not what you want to spend your time doing. It's totally appropriate. In fact, most folks just operate individually, which is great. So you can pick up a form for each of your scouts. So door-to-door sales, there's some best practices that we can recommend, and I'm going to put a few links in the description of this video that you can link to so that you can go to Trails End, the popcorn vendor, and get some of their videos, which are much better than this one. And we'll also give you very specific details around how to put your orders together and some best practices for those door-to-door sales. Important thing to remember are you need to be in your Class A uniforms, you need to be with a parent, you don't want to go into somebody's house. And from my experience with our family, the best thing to do was to go around to our neighborhood, really working with people that we at least knew by first name, if not already had a relationship. What do you think what was one thing that you guys did last year when you were selling popcorn door to door that you think was a good idea?
Telling them about what we use the popcorn for.
Ah, so what did you say, for example, along those lines?
We are going to sell popcorn, and if you would like some will go to donations. Some of the money will go to donations, and others will go to help the pack.
Ah, so like the donations, some people, if they didn't want popcorn, they could buy a popcorn that would go to the military.
Right.
Right? But you also were talking about it helps the pack, which helps you guys because you get to go camping and you get to learn character development and all that kind of stuff that you're learning in scouting.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. So that's a little bit about door-to-door sales. The other option you have is online sales, and I'll see if I can put in a quick screenshot of how that works. Parents, you can register your scout at trailsend.com. Just create a new account here for your scout. And the important thing to note is where it says council, you will choose Old Hickory. Where it says district, you'll choose Wachovia. And the unit is Pack 910. Once you've done that, your scout can then customize the web page that they will use, which will be like their online storefront, and you'll have a link that can be shared once it's all finished that you can send around to colleagues, to family, etc. Very simple, very straightforward. You can send that link out directly to friends, family members, and they can buy online using a credit card. It's super easy. And also, we get a slightly better commission on those online sales as a pack. I think this year, online sales was new to scouting in general. I think last year was the first year that online sales were really delivered outside of any kind of beta phase. And I think it was very successful overall, just for scouting as a whole across the country. I think for PAC 910 as well, we had a number of scouts who took advantage of online sales. I know for my guys, it was easy for them to target their grandmother in New York, their uncle who's an Eagle Scout out in Seattle, gave them a quick and dirty link just that they could order the popcorn online. But it also may be a place for parents. You can kind of spread that link around your workplace or amongst your professional network. So really, those are the two main ways that we can sell popcorn, is the door-to-door as well as the online sales. The third, that if we can get our ducks in a row fairly quickly, we will see if we can set up what is called a show and sell. And that is when we would take a table outside of a Harris Teeter or a Walmart or something like that and set up a shift for several hours on a Saturday afternoon, for example, and sell popcorn as people are coming in. It's worked for Girl Scout cookies, ought to work for Boy Scouts and popcorn sales. So more information to come about the show and sell option. Anyway, I hope that's I hope that this creates an introduction for you, that you feel like you've got the permission to go ahead and get started. Once you've got those order forms in your hand, fine to just go right ahead and get started with those door-to-door sales. We are open for business and have the opportunity to go ahead and get started with that right now. So certainly ask Lee Danhauer, our Scoutmaster, if you have any questions, and at future meetings you're welcome to reach out to me as well, and my contact information, you already have that, so please do contact me with questions, or if there are ways that I can support you getting started with a successful popcorn sales for your Scout. Thanks so much.